would love to just sort of get to know you a little bit. If you could introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, it helps others sort of connect with your experience.
Okay, my name is Brandy Unruh. I'm 44. I live in Montana in a really rural area. Our nearest hospitals that are any good are 25 miles either way. I'm actually a caretaker. I work for two different companies, and so I'm a CNA and a direct support professional. So some of my bones have been breaking for like no reason. They're
Oh,
just
wow.
breaking. And so I just remembered that the preliminary questions I saw some and I was ticking them off in my mind and thinking, wow, I'm saying yes to a lot of these. And that's kind of concerning. So then I opened it and so I started taking it and I was like, wow, I immediately wanted to like forward it to my friends and my family because I was thinking of a lot of people. It's like it was really informative and interesting, saying like, have you taken this kind of medication or steroids? Or I kind of already figured I must have osteo like my mom did because my bones should not be breaking. Just doing average whatever day-to-day things. And so I was thinking about my cousin's mom. She ended up in the hospital and she's actually like hasn't been able to work for a year, all from osteo. It's definitely a problem in, I don't know if it's our community or our family or what, but that's what caught my attention. And then I got the report back. So yeah, it was definitely something that I want to share with my friends and family and hope that they will take it and find it as helpful and interesting as I did. So I thought that was really neat. And it's not something that I have come across in any of my like any of the conversations or anything that I've done with my doctors. None of those questions had been posed and like nobody's done that. So that's really interesting. So yeah, I thought I think it's neat that it's free right now. They should probably take advantage of that while they can. Cuz yeah, I think I would pay for that cuz like I said, it's not a service that's being offered through any of my healthcare providers. Some of those questions and answers and was like, wow, that's really hits the nail on the head in our life of what we're going through with my family. And that's what I was thinking too, is that's not really something that we talk about. My mom was young. She was in her 50s, and so is my cousin's mom when they started having the problems that they're having. And it's not something that you're really thinking about when you're 44 or 40 to 50 years old. You're not thinking that these things are going to happen. So it's definitely something that I think that healthcare providers should be talking about. And so I'm really glad that you're providing this service, and I hope that more people see it and that a lot of people take it because it's interesting. I have a generalized report right now, which is exactly what my primary care and my neurologist are saying, that I need to get into the neurologist, figure out the pain that I'm having. I suffer from neuropathy, but this did prompt me to call the bone and joint clinic in Missoula, and they told me, based on what I told them, to come in at any time and walk in the door. I don't need a referral. I can just go straight there. And they'll look at my bone density and my hand because I've been running around with broken fingers for years now. And my primary care doctors have all kind of like dismissed me and said, those bones are too small. We can't help you. There's nothing we can do. But like I'm re-breaking my fingers, and it's very painful. And I don't know. It's difficult to say if the reason they're dismissing me is because they think that maybe I'm like pill seeking. Taking this test actually got me to think about it and decide that I probably should be doing more advocating for myself, since my doctors have all like not taking it seriously, and I feel like it is something to take seriously. Thank you.
Oh no, well, that's the goal and that's the hope, right? That's the hope that,
Yeah,
folks get greater awareness of what's going on with their own
yeah,
bodies.
Right.
Are there opportunities for me to talk to my doctor about these things?
Yeah.
And maybe just by having something to refer to, right? That we hope it's objective, right? Because it's comparing, sort of your assessment against everyone else, so to speak,
Right.
that it provides something concrete that a doctor can't ignore.
Because the doctor here basically was like, "Oh, you just have cramp," or "Oh, you just ate something, bad or whatever," and dismiss them. So I don't know if it's just women that are being dismissed and, and your pain and ailments or whatever are not being taken seriously, or if it's across the board. I don't know if it's because we're on a reservation and they think that people are pill seeking. I don't know what it is. All I know is that it's not right, and it's scary. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to take your own health care into your hands and go wherever you have to go, where they're willing to listen to you. And like you said, if you have something like that report in your hand, and there's something in writing, and to walk in the door with and say, I think I need to take a look at this, or then I think you're right. I think that it will be treated more seriously, and they're not going to just look at you like, a pill seeking addict or an over dramatic, I don't know, bored housewife. I don't know. I mean, I just, it blows my mind. I just cannot believe that that's where we're at. My primary care also told me that I should go in and get a mammogram and go and get, like, I haven't been into like a female doctor in years. I'm married, and sometimes you just, like you said, you're taking care of everybody else, and you stop taking care of yourself. You don't have time. You put yourself on the bottom of the priority list, and I definitely did, and I really wasn't even aware of the amount of stress that I was under. So now I'm taking my health more serious, really about taking the time to, take your own health seriously before before it becomes a crisis.
Not correlated with age at all,
Really?
which is fascinating, because it does tell us that if you are struggling with energy, have a difficult time staying awake late at night, or are not able to do all the things that you want to do in life,
Yeah.
there might actually be something else going on.
Right.
And so hopefully what comes through in the reports that we provide is that opportunity to say, well, what might be going on? The other thing that we found that is heavily correlated with energy levels is mental health, and getting
Yeah.
mental health support.
You have to take care of your mental health, your physical, spiritual. Us being Native American, we definitely believe in the spiritual aspect of it too. So yeah, trying to like we go to the sweat lodge and pray, go to talking circles, powwows and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been focusing more on everybody's health in my life. So I have to stay on top of the mental health, and just taking care of myself, and not letting my stress levels get too high.
And
Yeah.
the reflection too, right, is, I mean, you're spending all this time being there for others, so it
Mhm.
sounds like you found a way to be there for yourself, and that's an
Yeah,
important thing, right? Because we
it
can't.
is. Yeah, I think a
Absolutely.
lot of people do. A lot of people do that, especially people that are naturally caregivers. And I keep telling my friends, you can't be there for other people if you're not here, if you're not here at all.
Are there specific things that you will do now as a result of engaging with us that you might not have done had you not sort of engaged with the report and seen some of those results?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, I did a lot of things that, the counseling, reaching out to the bone doctor, and then I mean all of this came into play after I took this, and I have went over to my cousins and talked to her about this, because if this happened to my cousin's mom, I'm thinking that my cousin is in the same boat I am, and probably more has more of a risk too. And talk to my husband about the fact, I'm hoping that he'll take it. He has rheumatoid arthritis, and he has taken steroids and taken those medications that were listed that I really can't pronounce. I think methocarbamol might be one of them, but
Sure.
yeah,
I can
there's
do.
been a lot of things that your study helped me with, and that opened the door for some conversations. So yeah, I definitely benefited from it, and I thought it was really interesting, and I'm glad that it's available. So
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so great to
yeah,
hear.
yeah, thank
It's
you.
wonderful to hear. So thank you so much. And so our hope is that you come back and participate again in 3 or 6 months, and hopefully, you see changes for the better, right? So, Brandy, I wanted to thank you again for taking the time to share your experience. Sounds like you had a good one with our service.
Yeah.
Sounds like you want others to participate as well, and that's sort of the goal, right? As the more people who participate, the more we can help.
Yeah.
And going from a 30% to 100% life is a game changer, and so I really want
I
that for
definitely
others.
want to read your story. I'm interested in learning more about that. So
Oh, well, I'll send you the link to the video. So
thank you. Okay.
perfect. Okay, so Brandy, thank you so much. I wish you a great rest of your day, continued health on your journey. I know it's been a long one, but sounds
Yeah.
like you're in a good spot today. And thank you again. I appreciate you.